Here's what you missed this week on Play Mornings.
It is April 1st, also known as
April Fool's.
That's right. And we've established a couple days ago that you and I have never really partook in April Fool's. You tried once. It was immediately kiboshed by your mom.
By my mother.
I've never set out to do April Fool's, mainly because it wasn't as big a thing as I was growing up.
It's not definitely now as it was when I was growing up. I remember kids always tried to pull pranks.
Yeah.
Always.
Until 12. That's
Until 12,
something you
yeah.
have to remember.
It's apparently in some countries they do it till noon, and then by noon the prankster has to reveal the joke or the joke's on you kind of thing.
Which is just a ridiculous premise, but specifically the reason I want to bring this up is to see if there are people out there who partook in April Fool's Day and had a great outcome. Because friend of the show, Jake Ryan, he has a morning show, and on his morning show, they did a April Fool's Day post, and it was kind of weak sauce. It was just like, we're doing ASMR now.
We're just gonna whisper all April.
That's all it is. And it's like, oh, hilarious. You know, everybody knows it's April 1st.
You know, in France, it's called Poisson d'Avril, and it means April fish. And kids literally try to stick paper fish on people's backs without getting caught. So there's actually a real tradition, just not here in Canada.
Is there anything that French people do that doesn't make you mad? Because hearing that, it boils my blood. France, why are you trying to be all
at least
different?
it's a paper fish and it's not like a sardine or something.
But it's April Fool's. It should be a sardine. Have paper on France or whatever another day. Have it like March 31st. You start with those fish, and then if you want to carry on, then you go April 1st, where it's like sardine, tuna, other fish, salmon.
So I want to give you a little bit more info on April Fool's. Now, no one is 100% sure how it started.
Already off to a hot start.
But some people think the theory goes back to the 1500s in France when they switched calendars and they started clowning on people who kept celebrating the new year at the wrong time.
Again, is there anything that the French do that doesn't make you mad? That's what a douchey thing to do. French people, that's where it all started, them thinking they're better than us. Right then, 1500 AD is when everything went to complete and utter S. So, if you're French and listening to this, sorry. And if you're Canadian French and listening to this, I'm double sorry. Nova Scotia has a problem, and it comes in the form of Big Mac sauce. Now,
Pardon me?
the Bay of Fundy, which of course we all know without having to Google, is a bay between the Canadian provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, have a problem with Big Mac and McChicken sauce packages washing up on their shores.
Is that really a problem?
I was gonna say, I mean, it sounds like treasure. And that's as close to pirate booty as you can get. Now, the woman who keeps finding them says in the past 2 years, she's found about 46 washing up on the shores. And
in 2 years?
In 2 years. And on the packages, it's English and French. So she is under the belief that they are falling into the water between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. They're not coming all the way from like America.
Interesting. I would not be mad about that. Now, a little bone to pick with Mickey D's here. I love mac sauce. Like, I will get like a side of mac sauce and dip my fries in it. Or if I get a cheeseburger, add some mac sauce on it.
Yeah, why not? Extra calories.
But every time I go, I'm finding I have to keep buying more and more mac sauce because they give you like a 3-ounce cup and they put like 0.5 ounces in it.
Really?
I have a picture of it on my phone. I was so angry. You know, my large fry, I probably needed like 6 of them.
Okay, well, I'm here to tell you that moving to the Bay of Fundy, which, of course, again, all of us know is a bay between the Canadian provinces of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, it's not going to solve all your problems because these bags are washing up completely empty.
Wait, what?
So they're either garbage or one lucky fish per bag is having the greatest day on planet
I'd like
Earth.
to think that.
Imagine being a fish. You eat worm and coral every single day of your fish life, and all of a sudden, you stumble upon Big Mac sauce.
Game changer.
Dude, right?
I'm kind of bummed out that they're not full. I really am, because I was going to call my mom and be like, go to the Bay of Fundy right now.
I'm going to say this. Fort McMurray might be the horniest place in Canada, solely based off the r/Fort McMurray subreddit. Every single day I go there to hopefully get some nice local content to talk to you about on air. And every single day it's stuff like MF couples seeking M. Any ... massage places? I'm not from here, just passing through. By the way, passing through Fort McMurray?
To where?
Like, you have one other place to pass through Fort... You're going either here or Fort Mackay. You're not exactly... Or you're going from Fort Mackay past Fort McMurray.
There's only two options.
And if you're in Fort Mackay, I'm sure you're familiar with every place in Fort McMurray. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I'm looking for another M who is interested in explore. Like, it's all this. It's all it
I'm
is.
surprised people are using Reddit for this.
I'm surprised they're still using Reddit for this after it hasn't worked once.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at one right now. Any girl want to hook up in Fort McMurray? This was a month ago.
Yeah, zero
Just
comments,
moved to Fort McMurray
zero
and
updates.
lonely. If any girl want to hook up with no strings attached, hit me up, please.
But honestly, if you're a girl, Marina, how are you not jumping at the bit to that? Like, how are you not like, oh my God, that's me, I'm the girl, to this random Redditor, where he got, again, 0 comments. And I'm saying he, because, come on, 0 comments and 0 upvotes. Why? And then what I love is the same people come back and they're like, any girls? Any girl? And it's like, what are you doing? Was Tinder not working out for you?
I guess not.
So your next spot is Reddit? You know?
Look, I don't use Reddit very often. I'd like
Yeah,
to know,
why?
You watch or use Reddit quite often, and I just wonder if it's more male-based than female-based at this point.
Marina, I dare say Reddit's audience is 99.999% male.
Male? Yeah, okay.
And 0.0001% man pretending to be woman on Reddit.
Interesting.
Yeah. But let
Very
us know.
interesting.
Are you one of the horny posters on Reddit? 780-791-1037. I would love to talk to you. So would Marina. Let's talk about a spaceship going to space.
Yes, it happened.
It did.
Artemis 2.
I watched it live. Did you watch it live?
I did watch it live.
What are your thoughts as somebody who experienced the Challenger?
I've seen space launches before.
Yep.
It got my eyes watering just a little bit. Like it's a big step, but it's kind of boring.
I was going to say I was very underwhelmed up until like the second it hit 20 seconds, like the timer went off the screen. And then when they started counting down, like 15, 10.
Yeah.
And then they're like, GLT, ready to go, or whatever they said. I was like, oh my God, my tummy is kind of rumbling. And then the second it went off without a hitch, I was like, oh, this is it? And
So you were expecting something to happen.
No, I was expecting them to go up into space a lot quicker than they did. I ended up watching this spaceship like leave our eyesight for 45 minutes because I was expecting, at some point, like, it's just going to completely disappear. It didn't really.
I mean, even in our eyesight, I remember the guy that was like commentating the whole thing was saying that they were going like 12,000 kilometers per hour.
And I was like,
and you
"Are
can
you
still
really?"
see them.
It's more like playground zone speed to me is what it looks like.
The speed, what was the speed that we talked about the other day? Do you remember?
634,000 kilometers
Some
an hour
crazy 1,000 kilometers
is what
an
I'm
hour.
going to go with.
But they did have one little hiccup.
What?
At least that I know of, one little hiccup
What?
is that they had some toilet trouble.
Oh, don't we all? Sorry. But what? Like, they can't poop on it? If I couldn't poop for 10 days, leave me out in space. I gotta poop twice at least a day.
It's a system that deals with urine collection.
Oh, my
So the toilet fan is reported to be jammed.
Okay.
And the ground team are trying to come up with instructions on how to get into the fan and then fix it.
You'd think a bunch of astronauts would kind of have a leg up on that,
And it's crazy too, the toilet, because when I was watching the live feed yesterday, and there was another astronaut who had been to space, and she was talking about the toilet system and how the toilet's like under the floor.
What?
Yeah, and then you have to like hold on to all these handles when you go because of gravity or whatever. And she said that you don't know which way is up when you're in there.
I'm already disoriented enough when I poop. I don't need to be any more disoriented. I already get lightheaded. My question is, and you probably don't know the answer, if their toilet broke, could they hypothetically just poop outside the spaceship. Drop trow.
I don't think you can drop trow outside the spaceship.
I'm to believe, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're just not allowed to take off your helmet. Because at the end of the day, there's no oxygen in space, but...
I think your
You know?
whole suit is connected at this point. So if you were to take
Well,
off
that's
your
a
pants,
misstep by them.
then you might not be able to breathe.
So the alternative, if the toilet doesn't get fixed, is pooping in the spaceship?
Maybe it's coming back. I don't know.
Could you imagine
I have a feeling
it got
they're
turned
gonna get
around
this
because
fixed,
the
though.
toilet broke? Ugh!
I mean, it's not even the toilet at this point. It's the fan.
What the hell do you need a fan in a toilet for? How much are you pooping that you gotta have it chopped up, you know?
I wonder
It's like a blender.
difference in having to go number 2 in space versus how much or, how little or how much you get when you're on Earth.
I wonder how it feels coming out. Zero gravity. Your poop might, take a while to drop, you know?
God.